Hello guys, I finally went to visit the Descanso garden. I wasn't sure how I was going to put this video together. However, I just ended up deciding to put the video excerpts together for you to see just to get an idea. I have heard of this garden before, but I knew nothing about it until earlier this year I stumbled upon a PBS video documentary, and I was even more inspired to go because they have a California native section. And now that I'm into California native gardens, this was a must. And it does have its formal sections. They have a formal rose garden and a Japanese garden, as you will see in this video. But it's mostly wild, which is what I really enjoy. We're starting off with some leucadendrons. The one of them is the leucadendron ebony, and the other one is a leucadendron with green foliage. And then we also have a crepe myrtle, a dark foliaged crepe myrtle. And this is the Japanese garden section. They had an art exhibition as well, and we decided to check that out. This is definitely the coolest joystick I have ever seen. It's a game and it says Experience Nightcrawlers, a video game by Alice Bucknell in our Department of Xeno, hidden within the library, where you become a bat or a flower, communicating and pollinating a world together. So this was a game where you can become a bat. How cool would have that been? However, we didn't get a chance to play because they asked everybody to step out for a while. I'm not sure what happened, but that we can go back in. However, we didn't have a chance to go back in. We didn't have the time. And I will definitely have to go back to this library just to play this game. This was definitely my lucky day as I stumbled upon more Gothic art. And the artist, her name is Trisha Rainwater, and it says, Trisha Rainwater's self-portraits set against the serene beauty of San Francisco's Golden Gate Park capture her profound need for solace in nature amid the overwhelming chaos of the COVID-19 pandemic. In Ishki, her mother, she opens a dialogue with the natural world and its healing powers. In these landscapes, her body symbolizes both an embrace of nature's vastness and a confrontation with her own self. Her photographs serve as poetic explorations of intergenerational trauma, grief, and the emotional response to loss. These photographs were taken in 2020, again by Trisha Rainwater, and it's actually untitled and it reads, Untitled A Study in Golden Gate Park Series 2020. When I see this kind of art that combines Gothic and nature, it just really encourages me and inspires me to keep working on the cemetery garden of Usher. And the California fried egg poppies were about to start blooming. It would have been quite a spectacle to see more blooms, but at least I got to see some of them. And I have actually been wanting to plant this in my garden. I just wasn't sure. So now that I'm looking at them, they're quite tall. So I definitely need to do some rethinking about what I might want to plant. And I believe this is the Devil's Trumpet, another possibility in the Garden of Usher. Still not sure yet. And these are some of their milkweed varieties, and these are food for the monarch butterfly caterpillars. I actually wanted to plant some in my garden. However, in order to make a difference, you have to plant a bunch of them, a lot of them. And I unfortunately don't have the space, but I'm really happy that there's a lot of them here. So I'm thinking like if it grows like this, you could start chopping it, like, pruning it to fit. So have it just kind of grow up? Yeah, instead of out. I was really hoping to see some hummingbird sage out in the wild in their natural habitat, and they normally grow under oak trees, and I got my wish. It's just beautiful. I can imagine when they're like really fresh, just in full bloom. So I guess they are kind of like in full bloom right now. Just really beautiful. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the mule fat. I was actually thinking of putting this plant in my garden as well. And this is the formal rose garden section. Oh, really? I'm not sure which type of manzanita this is, but just look at its beauty, the beauty of its trunks, and that's what this plant is known for. Just absolutely stunning, a work of art. And this is how I'm going to conclude this video at the Descanso Garden in the Flint Ridge, La Cañada area of Los Angeles. And I will definitely come back here to see some blooms. This garden is actually known for its huge collection of camellias, so that would be something to come back and look forward to. Goodbye for now.